The trailer of the movie. Kindly dim the lights and play the trailer.
காசு கொடுக்குறேன்னு சொன்னீங்க.
வேலையை முடிச்சேட்டு.
காசு கொடுக்குறேன்னு சொன்னீங்க.
வேலையை முடிச்சேட்டு.
இன்னும் 2 சரவு தானே இருக்கு. இல்ல படிப்புக்கு தானே கேக்குறா.
அதான் வேலையை முடிச்சோன்னா குடுக்குறேன்னு சொல்றான்ல.
The trailer of the movie.
இதேதான் 4 நாளா சொல்றீங்க.
அடச்சி தவிர வேலையை முடிச்சேட்டு.
காசு கொடுக்குறேன்னு சொன்னீங்க.
வேலையை முடிச்சேட்டு.
இன்னும் 2 சரவு தானே இருக்கு. இல்ல படிப்புக்கு தானே கேக்குறா.
அதான் வேலையை முடிச்சோன்னா குடுக்குறேன்னு சொல்றான்ல.
The trailer of the movie.
இதேதான் 4 நாளா சொல்றீங்க.
அடச்சி தவிர
15,000
வேலையை முடிச்சேட்டு. படிக்குதா?
காசு கொடுக்குறேன்னு சொன்னீங்க. இல்ல ஹாஸ்டல்ல படிக்கிறேன்.
வேலையை
ஃபீஸ் கட்டினா தான் எக்ஸாம் எழுத விடுவாங்களா? அசிங்கமா இருக்குமா? நீ காசு கொடுத்தா தானே போவேன்.
இன்னும் 2 சரவு தானே
கையில
இருக்கு.
காசே இல்ல.
இல்ல படிப்புக்கு தானே கேக்குறா.
சரி மொத்தமா சாயந்தரம் வாங்கிக்க. அதான்ப்பா
அதெல்லாம் கொடுத்துருவேன்.
வேலையை
மதிய
முடிச்சோன்னா
மக்கள்
குடுக்குறேன்னு சொல்றான்.
ஆயது
The trailer of the movie.
முடிஞ்ச வண்டிகளே.
இதேதான் 4 நாளா
ஏய் அதை எடு.
Dim the lights and play the
அடச்சி தவிர
15,000
வேலையை முடிச்சு. படிக்குதா?
காசு கொடுக்குறேன்னு சொன்னீங்க. இல்ல ஹாஸ்டல்ல படிக்கிறேன்.
தண்ணி அடிச்சு இழுத்தணும். ஏன்னா அவுத்து போட்டு ஆடுது.
எக்ஸாம் எழுத விடுவாங்களா? அசிங்கமா இருக்குமா? நீ காசு கொடுத்தா தானே போவேன்.
அங்க விழுந்துருக்கு பாரு.
2 சரவு தானே இருக்கு.
காசே இல்ல.
இல்ல படிப்புக்கு தானே கேக்குறா.
சரி மொத்தமா சாயந்தரம்
சும்மா நோகாம உட்காந்துட்டு அதை எடு இதை எடுங்கறாரு. நீயும் எடுத்து
வாங்கிக்க.
கொடுங்க.
அதான்ப்பா
அதெல்லாம் கொடுத்துருவேன்.
நான் படிக்கவே இல்ல
மதிய
போவேன்.
மக்கள் ஆயது
முடிஞ்ச வண்டிகளே.
இதேதான் 4 நாளா
ஏய் அதை எடு.
இந்த பரிச்சை விட்டு அடுத்த பரிச்சை சேர்த்து எழுத முடியாதாடி.
முடிஞ்ச வண்டிகளே.
இதேதான் 4 நாளா
ஏய் அதை எடு.
இந்த பரிச்சை விட்டு அடுத்த பரிச்சை சேர்த்து எழுத முடியாதாடி.
அடச்சி தவிர
15,000
बच्चा बोला देखकर मस्जिद आली शान मस्जिद आली शान अल्लाह तेरे एक को
இந்த பரிச்சை விட்டு அடுத்த பரிச்சை சேர்த்து எழுத முடியாதாடி.
அடச்சி தவிர
सोच नहीं करते थे कि
बच्चा बोला
रियलिटी इंडिया है।
मस्जिद आली शान मस्जिद आली शान अल्लाह तेरे एक को
இந்த பரிச்சை விட்டு அடுத்த பரிச்சை சேர்த்து எழுத முடியாதாடி.
அடச்சி தவிர
सोच नहीं करते थे कि
बच्चा बोला
रियलिटी इंडिया है।
मस्जिद आली शान मस्जिद आली शान अल्लाह तेरे एक को
இந்த பரிச்சை விட்டு அடுத்த பரிச்சை சேர்த்து எழுத முடியாதாடி.
அடச்சி தவிர
सोच नहीं करते थे कि
बच्चा बोला
रियलिटी इंडिया है।
जैसा नहीं
मस्जिद आली शान
ऐसा शायद
अल्लाह तेरे
मुझे तो कोई और नजर नहीं आया।
सबसे बड़ी बात क्या है वो मौलिक
निदा फाज़ी साहब की शायरी को मुझे परिभाषित करना
जैसा
हो
नहीं
तो मैं यही कहूँगा बेदाग शायर
ऐसा शायद
बेखौफ अंदाज
मुझे तो कोई और नजर नहीं आया।
नाराज हो गए उनका बाइकआउट कर सकते
सबसे बड़ी बात क्या है वो मौलिक
निदा फाज़ी साहब की शायरी को मुझे परिभाषित करना
जैसा
हो
नहीं
उन पर कोई अर्थ कोई इस तरह का नहीं होता
ऐसा शायद
बेखौफ अंदाज
मुझे तो कोई और नजर नहीं आया।
नाराज हो गए उनका बाइकआउट कर सकते
सबसे बड़ी बात क्या है वो
शायर तो थे कलंदर शायरी
यारों के यार भी
जैसा नहीं
आप अगर कोई मुल्क में है तो बस आपको परिणाम बना रहे हैं। मुझे तो कोई और नजर नहीं आया।
नाराज हो गए उनका
आप निदा साहब को पढ़कर आप वो हाय या वो मैं पा सकते हैं जो अद्वितीय है। आप अगर कोई मुल्क में है तो बस आपको परिणाम बना रहे हैं। आप निदा साहब को पढ़कर
कोशिश ये करता हूँ
आप वो हाय
जो भी
या
बात
वो
कही
मैं
जाए
पा सकते हैं
उसमें एक थोड़ी सी
जो अद्वितीय है। आप अगर कोई मुल्क में है
और
तो
उन
बस आपको
शब्दों
परिणाम
को डिवाइड किया जाए जो शब्द हमें अर्थ कर
आप
देगा।
निदा साहब को
मैं
मैं कोशिश ये करता हूँ कि जो भी बात कही जाए उसमें थोड़ी सी लेने में बैठ के और उन शब्दों को डिवाइड किया जाए जो शब्द हमें अर्थ कर देगा। मैं कोशिश ये करता हूँ कि जो भी बात कही जाए उसमें थोड़ी सी लेने में बैठ के और उन शब्दों को डिवाइड किया जाए जो शब्द हमें अर्थ कर देगा। मैं कोशिश ये करता हूँ कि जो भी बात कही जाए उसमें थोड़ी सी लेने में बैठ के और उन शब्दों को डिवाइड किया जाए जो शब्द हमें अर्थ कर देगा। मैं कोशिश ये करता हूँ कि जो भी बात कही जाए उसमें थोड़ी सी लेने में बैठ के और उन शब्दों को डिवाइड किया जाए जो शब्द हमें अर्थ कर देगा। मैं कोशिश ये करता हूँ जो भी बात कही जाए उसमें थोड़ी सी लेने में बैठ के और उन शब्दों को डिवाइड किया जाए जो शब्द हमें अर्थ कर देगा। मैं कोशिश ये करता हूँ जो भी बात कही जाए
ನೀ ಅದೆಂತಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಡಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಮುಂದೆ ನೀ ಅದೆಂತಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಡಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಬೇರೆ ನೀ ಅದೆಂತಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಡಿ ಮುಂದೆ ನೀ ಅದೆಂತಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಡಿ
Of the movies. Now we'll go to brief synopsis of these movies. So coming to Sivantha Mann, in the southern regions of Tamil Nadu, a village grapples with the slow demise of its farming tradition. Ranjitam and the industrious landless labor twice alongside her companions, Rani and Sebuti. So coming to diligently uprooting alien plants in the southern regions of Tamil Nadu, their labor they engage in a slow demise of its discussion about their way of life and the formidable challenge industrious landless labor twice alongside her companions. Rani, this is one of the relevant theme in the diligently uprooting alien plants in the southern to men of Tamil Nadu. Their labor they engage in a demise one of the discussion about their way of life and the formidable challenge. It is on the life of Nida who is one of the relevant theme in the diligently uprooting alien plants in the southern to men of Tamil Nadu. Their labor should have been one of the discussion about their way of life and the formidable challenge. Justifying the life of height of the poet in the one of the relevant theme going to diligently uprooting alien plants in the southern to men of Tamil Nadu. Coming to Kerebete, Kerebete is an annual fishing event in the vast justifying the connected to the height of the poet where all the village folk or elemental confidently approaching the movie revolves around Sivantha Mann in the lives of coming to Kerebete, Hero Naga. Kerebete is an annual fishing event with a vast culture justified. The story revolves around Naga, daring and dreams all the village guy and the love of his life, Nina. When their love is threatened by the village's old age, coming to Kerebete, what Naga does to safeguard is the fishing event with a vast culture justified. The story revolves around Naga, daring and dreams all the village guy and the love of his life, Nina. Hear the thoughts of when their love is threatened by the village's old age, coming to Kerebete, what Naga does to safeguard is the fishing event with a vast culture justified. The story revolves around Naga, daring and dreams all the village guy and the love of his life, Nina. Hear the thoughts of when their love is threatened by the village's old age, coming to Kerebete, what Naga does to safeguard is the fishing event with a vast culture justified. The story revolves around Naga, daring and dreams all the village guy and the love of his life. Hear the thoughts of when their love is threatened by the village's old age, coming to Kerebete, what Naga does to safeguard is the fishing event with a vast culture justified. The story revolves around Naga, daring and dreams all the village guy and the love of his life. Hear the thoughts of when their love is threatened by the village's old age, coming to Kerebete, what Naga does to safeguard is the fishing event with a vast culture justified. The story revolves around Naga, daring and dreams all the village guy and the love of his life. Hear the thoughts of when their love is threatened by the village's old age,
how females are getting suppressed in the concept of
Thank you and fine. We'll hear the thoughts of Atul Pandit of men.
how females are getting suppressed in the concept of
Thank you and fine. We'll hear the thoughts of Atul Pandit of men.
how females are getting suppressed in the concept of
I started my career.
Thank you and fine. We'll hear the thoughts of Atul Pandit of men.
how females are getting suppressed in the concept of
Much prepared. Started my career.
Thank you and fine.
Manila is about the
We'll hear the thoughts of Atul Pandit of men.
how females are getting suppressed in the concept of
much prepared. Started my career.
Thank you and fine.
Manila is about the
We'll hear the thoughts of Atul Pandit of men.
how females are
where
getting
did they
suppressed
back
in
then?
the concept of
Much prepared. Started my career.
Thank you and fine.
Manila is about the
We'll hear the thoughts of Atul Pandit of men. I would like to hear thoughts of
how females
He must have already seen
back then.
end product. What is your thought?
Much prepared. Started my career.
Thank you and fine.
Manila is about the
We'll hear the thoughts of
हमारे सामने
I would like to hear thoughts of
how females
He must have already seen
back then.
ये
end product. What is your thought?
Much prepared. Started
और उन्होंने बहुत मेहनत की है और मैंने
Manila is about
कोशिश की है कि हमारे सबके सामने
Like to hear He must have already
मैं बहुत लकी हूँ ये ऐसे
end
लोग
product.
हैं जो
What is your thought?
much prepared. Started
और उन्होंने बहुत मेहनत की है और मैंने
Manila is about
कोशिश की है कि हमारे
Next we'll go to Kerebete. Gururaj B and Gauri Shankar ji would share.
मैं बहुत लकी हूँ ये ऐसे लोग हैं
Product.
जो
What is your thought?
much prepared. Started
और उन्होंने बहुत मेहनत की है और मैंने कोशिश की है कि हमारे
Next we'll go to Kerebete. Gururaj B and Gauri Shankar ji would share.
मैं बहुत लकी हूँ ये ऐसे लोग हैं
Product. What is your thought?
much prepared. Started
और उन्होंने बहुत मेहनत की है और मैंने कोशिश की है कि हमारे
Next we'll go to Kerebete. Gururaj B and Gauri Shankar ji would share.
मैं बहुत लकी हूँ ये ऐसे लोग हैं
What is your thought?
much prepared. Started
और उन्होंने बहुत मेहनत की है और मैंने कोशिश की है कि
Now we'll open the floor to Kerebete. Gururaj B and Gauri Shankar ji would share.
मैं बहुत लकी
Hello. Good evening, everybody.
My name is Gauri Shankar Sarji, hero and the producer of the movie Kerebete. From last 15-20 years, I am also in film industry as assistant director and other sectors of the movie in Kannada. And this Kerebete movie is regional movie. Kannada is the regional language. In regional language, Kerebete is the one particular one district, the fishing event, and what is the meaning of that Kerebete title is the major huge culture in one region of Karnataka, that is called Malnad region. We shooted nearly 65 to 70 days in that Malnad region, and totally movie slang and every characterization and everything is we what in very minutely we worked about that movie actually. Easily, normally regular commercial movies doing is it's a little bit easy, but commercial with actually rooted movie what we had done, this is also little bit actually particularly we should work on the minute works. So many people today I hope watched our Kerebete movie, and I thought you all are loved. And then also my movie team, so many music director and other people also there, and thanks to Panorama who choose our movie for what screening, and who all are already here Tamil, and Sar is here, and thanks to everyone. Thanks once again to Goa International Film Festival.
Now we open the floor for the questions and answers. Kindly proceed, but restrict to 1 or 2 questions only, because we have thoda paucity of time.
Infant ji, very nice visuals. It looks very appealing. I do have one question though. Towards the end of the trailer, we see one concrete road on which the girl is passing. So it gives mixed signal about the economic position of these people. What was the reason? It's a
மூவி சீன் பண்ணி இந்த மூவி பார்த்துருந்தீங்கன்னா புரிஞ்சிருக்கும். இந்த மூவி என்னன்னா அவ்வளோ ட்ரை பண்ணியிருப்பாங்க. அவங்க மகளோட படிப்பு செலவுக்காக மற்ற எல்லாருமே வந்து கடன் வாங்கியிருப்பாங்க. யாருமே கடன் கொடுக்க மாட்டாங்க, காசு இருக்காது. ஸோ அவளோட இந்த தனிமை, யாருமே இந்த உலகத்தில் இவ்வளோ பேர் இருந்தும் யாருமே இல்லையே அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு, இவ்வளோ பேர் இருக்காங்க பட் ஆனால் அவள் தனியாக இருக்கா அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு ஷார்ட், சிங்கிள் ஷார்ட் அப்படி பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு சொன்னோம். ஸோ அதுக்கு பண்ணது.
No, he meant is there's a main role, the female character is there. She has a daughter, so she can't fund for the main female lead is there, right? She can't fund for the daughter's education, so for that she will go through a path like her boss is the antagonist, so she literally she paid the money, no, like she did the bed, the bed, yeah, the bed, okay, but he doesn't pay it, okay, so she'll be like she'll be asking for her refund money, like she did the work, right? She have to get the money, but they won't pay. So the film goes through that point of view, and in the end he'll be like, you're a female, right? Why should I pay you? That's how the film goes through it, and that's how economic, you asked a question, right? That's how it gets mingled. Yeah.
My name is Praveen. I asked to Rajguru B.
Yes, sir.
Many South Indian films treat exaggerated scenes, so not realistic. What is the behind reason? Please
What you felt, sir, by seeing this? No. By seeing our trailer, you felt exaggerations more or what?
Stunt.
Huh?
Stunts.
Stunt. Okay. See, sir, what happens now? We have to do movie for audience also. Actually, this is a bridge commercial movie. What I did now, I'm blended the art with the commercial. I blended art with commercial. So they love our kind of South Indian peoples will love the not exaggerations. They'll what we say that they love to see our hero to kick villains. That's it.
On a serious note, I would also like to add, there is one thing called the suspension of disbelief, and that is important to enjoy the movie. And this is just a representation. It is, we are not claiming that something is the actual reality. It is a representation of the reality, limited to that.
And also in our fights, we have seen actually every fights are realistic fights. There is no jumping from sky to ground, or if you kick someone, you will in air minimum 1/2 an hour he will actually fly. That's not like that. It's a realistic fight.
Regarding Manida, I would like to ask question to Malti ji and Atul ji. Sir, what inspired you to make movie on this great poet, Nida Fazli ji? And how was researching about the movie? It must have been, on one hand, you must have got the treasure trove of writings by the Nida ji, but on the other hand, representing, condensing them into a short duration would have been a challenging thing. Your thoughts, sir?
As I was saying in the morning, at the Q&A after the screening of the film, I made this film out of anger. Anger because the grade of the legend that Nida Fazli was, he was never given his due by our industry. And I mean, somebody who was a philosopher, scholar, and a poet who could read, write, understand 5 languages, and yet could write in such simple words, which had such a meaningful thought, that most of his poetry is almost like a phrase. We use those phrases in our day-to-day life. And regrettably, despite the fact that I would use those phrases every other day, I didn't know that this is written by Nida Fazli. And the reason for that is only one, that a certain kind of poets, poetry, artist is promoted by the ecosystem of our entertainment industry, and the rests are left aside. When you ask this question to my colleague on the right side, and he said that he has to consider commerce also, it's a reality. Otherwise, you become a Nida Fazli, which is not something that you should. There are people who could hardly read and understand and write in half a language. Somebody like me, I mean, I should be speaking in Hindi. I'm not. I'm more comfortable in English. But still, I think I'm making sense to people. People probably would buy me speaking in English. Ideally, I shouldn't be. I should be speaking in my mother tongue. Yes, sir. So the guy who understood 5 languages was beaten by guys who could speak half the language. That's the irony, and I think that was the anger, which was, I think, the catalyst for me to get into this thing. As far as research is concerned, my producer, Atul Gangwar, he was associated with NIRSA for more than 2 decades. And over a period of time, he had captured various moments with him. And eventually, when we sat down on the editing table, we had about 210 hours of footage. And when we did the first final cut, okay, so we were convinced that we had a 121-minute film and it was working. Okay. And then the final film is about the 22nd final cut. Okay. So we brought it down to 59 minutes. So, and I think the editing hours are about 450 or 60. So it was, but what happens is that when you put in, you watch and re-watch and you read and reread and you hear and rehear, something written by such a great man and in multiple languages, I think your whole outlook of life changes. I'm speaking in English. My first language is definitely not Hindi. I'm not very comfortable speaking Hindi. But God's honest truth, The day I finished this film, I wrote my first share.
Oh, nice.
That was the impact of Nida Fazli on me. And I'll just read one, opening of the share. I look at you and say it. I need to see a beautiful face to say that. बेपनाह हो गई है, धोखा तो दीजिए. So, so that was the impact of the man on me. Nida was a legend. If you haven't seen the film, see the film. I'm sure it's nothing is 100%. You give me.
शेर तो कंप्लीट कीजिए.
खुद से ही झुक गई हैं, मुड़ के तो जाइए. Anyways, so coming back to this thing, मुझे तो आप आज भी एडिटिंग टेबल दे दीजिए, मैं एडिट करना फिर से शुरू कर दूंगा. तो लेकिन what I'm trying to say is that there is nothing perfect. You always want to improve every hour, every second, every minute, every day. But the truth remains that when you're doing a documentary, it should look like documented facts, not something which has been shot. It should be something which is recorded. That's the technique that we've used in this film. Watch it, read Nida Fazli. Honestly, you'll be a slightly better person after reading Nida Fazli than you probably are before you've read it. Amazing, amazing guy. If there is one poet, modern day poet, he's called the modern day Kabir. And Kabir was the most upright poet across ages. Read him, you'll be a better person. Follow him, our society will be slightly better. Understand tolerance from him, and I think we'll be a much stronger community.
My question is to Atul Bande sir. So it was a mammoth task to condense 210 hours of footage to a 1-hour film. So, but what I was thinking on seeing the title of the film is Main Nida. It's in first voice. Nida Fazli Saab left for his Heavenly Award in 2016. So, did you start the project when he was alive? Why is it in first voice? It looks like he is narrating. I haven't seen the documentary yet, but I will definitely do. So I was wondering, why is it in first voice?
Ma'am, see, the people on my right and left are much younger, so don't call me sir. I had an option of coloring my beard, but I haven't. Okay, so call me Atul. That is who I am. The first sequence of the film is, a poetry called Walid Ki Wafat by Nida Fazli, which was written by him because his family had migrated to Pakistan, and he did not go for the final rites of his father and the burial of his father. So he wrote कि तुम्हारी कब्र पे मैं फातहा पढ़ने नहीं आया. So so it was a tribute from Nida Fazli to his father. What we've done in the film is that Tehreer is here. She's second in the middle, in the second row. Tehreer is the daughter of Nida Saab. We've used her. The poetry is narrated by another Padam Shri, Tom Alter. That's not Nida's voice. That's Tom's voice. And we've put the onus of Nida's legacy without her permission on her. She has to carry the name of the great man forward. So, and if you look at the beginning of the film where we start with Walid Ki Wafat, and you can check out the 2-minute clip. And we've ended the film with Talat Aziz very famous ghazal singer, when he explains what tahrir means a written word. And he equates that written word with the continuous writing, the continual writing of Nida Fazli, that he's not stopped writing, he'll continue writing. And so Tahrir is the name that he's left behind as a legacy. So we've started with giving the onus to the daughter, and in the end, we have culminated by explaining how. So, yeah.
You were saying that the stunts were realistic. So did you do the stunts yourself, or they were stuntsmen?
No, madam. Actually, I am also state level gymnastic player, but
Wow.
I didn't do in this movie actually because this is a totally realistic fights. Realistic fights means someone attacks you, how you will fights with those people like that only. But heroism, hero looks and everything will uh, director actually we planned, and he actually shoot it like that. Just like mass hero, he shoot it. ಅದನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. No dupes. We
Like to hear the thoughts of Infant Ji. Infant Ji, there are certain social problems you have highlighted in the movie, like landless labors, debt problem, patriarchal setup in the areas. So these were your first-hand experiences based on which you have made the movie. So is there any message that movie delivers to overcome these problems?
இந்த கதை வந்து மோஸ்ட்டாக எல்லா இடத்துலையும் நடக்கிறது தான். ஸோ அந்த ஒரு முதலாளிகிட்ட அவங்க அம்மாவும் பொண்ணும் எவ்வளோ கஷ்டப்படுறாங்க அப்படிங்கிறது தான். பட் ஆனால் என்ன சொல்ல வரேன்னா, அவங்க பொறுமையாக இருப்பாங்க. என்னென்னா மூவியை பார்த்தா தெரிஞ்சிருக்கும் உங்களுக்கு. ஸோ அவங்க வந்து அவ்வளோ கெஞ்சின்னு கெஞ்சுவாங்க. பட் ஆனால் அவங்க எதுவுமே தரமாட்டான். அவன் வந்து ஒரு ஆணாதிக்கம் மிக்க ஒரு முதலாளியாக இருப்பான். ஸோ இவங்க வந்து முடிஞ்ச அளவுக்கு கெஞ்சி பார்ப்பாங்க. பட் ஆனால் அவன் அதை பொருட்படுத்தாமல் அவங்கள வந்து ரொம்ப கீழ்த்தனமாகவே பண்ணிட்டு கிடப்பான். ஸோ கடைசியில் இவங்க என்ன பண்ணுவாங்கன்னா, பொறுத்து போய் ஒரு கட்டத்தில் வந்து பொங்கி எழுவாங்க. ஸோ நம்ம கேட்டுகிட்டே இருந்தால் நம்ம உரிமை கிடைக்காது அப்படின்ட்டு அவங்க எழுந்து பிடுங்குவாங்க. ஸோ அதான் இதோட மெயின் தீசிஸாக இருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
What he meant is the same female is getting suppressed is the main concept in this film. Throughout the film, the main the boss of the female is like he is like so greedy, and is like see, there'll be one scene. Okay, see, for example, the female will be like she made the bed of the main guy, and he won't pay the debt of them. Okay, so she will ask the debt money only for the education of her daughter. He won't pay her. Okay, so he will feel very like she'll be like, I want money for my hard work, but she wouldn't pay.